Hi friends, this is Camille and welcome to Camille's Country Corner. Today's episode we will be making a skillet dinner. It's because I have just gotten home from work and I really didn't take anything out. So it's kind of like rummage through the refrigerator. Let's see what we have to make today. And so we're going to be making a skillet from our apple chicken sausage and chicken breast and a bunch of veggies. So let me show you what you need to get started with this recipe. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already and hit that like button. Let's get started. I'll show you what you need for this recipe today. For this recipe, I am using one chicken breast and I have cubed it. And I am also using the chicken and apple sausage. I have an onion, I have some poblanos from my garden, I have a couple of scallions, a couple of ears of corn, I have a yellow squash, a handful of garlic, some creamer potatoes and sweet potato. And for our herbs, we're going to be using some cumin, some onion powder, garlic powder, chili powder, cilantro leaves, and some basil. All right, guys, let's get started and make this delicious, yummy dinner for tonight. All right, we're just gonna start to chop our veggies and our sausage. Let's stay hydrated first, shall we? Get some of our water. Okay, I don't know about you, but on a lot of these nights where I haven't really planned out much of a dinner, I usually lean towards what's healthy, what can I make that everybody's gonna like. And it's usually these skillet dinners or some sort of a easy like stir fry where we can still have something semi-healthy. And those are the things that I tend to go for. Can you leave in the comments what kind of foods you guys go for your quick and easy meals? I mean, besides takeout. Like, that is an option sometimes, but that's not always the option because I like to know what's going into my food. And I'm going to just be honest, I can't eat a lot of processed foods. It just hurts my stomach, so I just can't do it. Okay, I am cutting all of these veggies up into like about an inch dice here. Cubes, however you want to call it. We're just going to make this pretty easy and rustic. So I'm going to just continue to chop. And you will probably either watch this in fast motion or we're just going to do a little bit of each one and fast forward right on through. I have about a handful of garlic here. You add as much garlic as you are comfortable for your family. We love garlic here. Garlics have excellent health benefits. So try to add some garlic, even if you just put it in your oil to simmer in your oil, just so you get the infusion of the garlic, even if you don't like to eat the whole pieces. And I'm literally just giving this a rough chop. Okay, we're going to continue to chop our veggies and I'll bring you back to what's next. Okay, let's take everything over to the stove. Okay friends, I have my skillet on a medium high. I'm going to add a couple of tablespoons of oil. I'm also going to add about 3 tablespoons of butter as well, because I'm going to be doing the potatoes and I kind of want them to crisp up a little bit. We're going to just go ahead and dump most of our veggies in right now. And that's why I'm using a big cast iron skillet, because I have a lot of food going in here today. I like to cook extra, that way we have stuff throughout our week. And we can have this for a couple of nights. And I won't have to cook because we all work different hours, different times. Not everybody's home for the same meal at the same time. All right, we are just going to cook this down a bit because potatoes take a lot longer than everything else. Okay, we're just going to let that cook down a little bit. And we are going to be cooking everything in this one skillet. All right, so we're going to season every step of the way here. So I'm going to go ahead and add some salt, some pepper. If you like red pepper flakes, this would be the time to add them. My heat is going to be the poblanos today. I'm probably adding about a teaspoon of garlic powder, about a teaspoon of the onion powder, about a teaspoon of this chili powder, teaspoon of cumin, about a teaspoon of our basil leaves, and about a teaspoon of our cilantro leaves. I will probably be adding more of those later on as well, because the cilantro with the cumin is a really nice flavor. So we're just going to continue to cook this down. It's nowhere near done. And I have not added the meat. I'm not going to do that until it gets closer to these potatoes being done, because I don't want to overcook the meat. All right, I'll bring you back as soon as this is cooked down a little bit more. All right, so it has cooked down quite a bit. Let's test the potatoes and see if they are anywhere near ready, so we can add our meats. All right, the sweet potatoes aren't quite as ready yet, but I'm going to go ahead and add our sausage in at this time. Now, sweet potatoes aren't really going to crisp up that much, and I was kind of hoping the other potatoes were going to, but I kind of cheated a little bit and I put the lid on it because we're getting hungry. All right, so let me go ahead and add my sausages in. My handle is hot. My skillet is an extra large one as well. Kind of a good thing I did that, because look at all my veggies I've gotten here tonight. All right, I'm going to go ahead and add my chicken in. I did not season this chicken at all. Okay, we're going to cook this all a little bit longer, and we'll be back to see what it looks like in a minute. All right, now that our chicken has cooked a little bit through, there's nothing raw in here any longer, I am going to go ahead and test this for seasoning. Now the sausage that I used, that was fully cooked, so I'm not even worried about that. Sweet potatoes were the last thing. Definitely hot. Definitely needs some more salt. Now I only salted in the beginning and a little bit on the chicken. My poblanos definitely have some heat to them because that is radiating through the dish. As for the rest of the herbs, I don't really need to add any more. You can add some smoky paprika, some sage, thyme here. I thought about adding the thyme, but it's actually behind the camera and I don't want to move it. All right, let me test one of these regular potatoes, see if they are ready. All right, so at this time I'm going to add my scallions. Just a little fresh onion on top. We only need to cook that for a second. I actually like the fresh scallions. I'm going to go ahead and take this right on off the heat. Mix those scallions in just a tad. All right, let's go ahead and plate this up. Show you what it looks like. All right, friends, I'm going to do a close-up on this dish. Doesn't that look wonderful? Healthy with all of the herbs and the veggies and all the chicken products in there. You can definitely make this vegetarian. Okay, friends, I am going to go ahead and enjoy this dinner. It's an easy skillet meal. Super hot. I absolutely love sweet potatoes. And this apple sausage, chicken apple sausage, it's fantastic. I think I got it at either Sam's or Costco, one of those big box stores. All of the vegetables in here, they do not clash. They are wonderful together. And all of the herbs, I added a lot of warm spices to this dish tonight. So when you don't have a lot of ideas for dinner, throw together a skillet dinner. They are the best. And you just use whatever you have on hand. A lot of times I will take something right out of the freezer, throw it in my Instapot, boom, we have dinner. I did that recently with some shepherd's pie. I just made a quick meal out of it. But this one is quick and easy. I think maybe it took 30 minutes. Let me know if you try this and if you do, what you used in yours. If you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button. We'd like to add you to our YouTube family. Hit that like button and we'll catch you on the next one. Thank you for stopping by here today. Have a good one.